the 5. Another 5. I just made another 5 video. It's not a top 5 video, but I just made another 5 video right before this one. Might be up by now. Go check it out if you want to. If you want to. I'm not gonna make you do anything. I value your time. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're having an amazing day today. But we got the top 5 strangest people in the history of the world. Nothing else to say. Let's go.
Nowadays, if you happen to be anything other than neurotypical, you might be confronted
You know,
with
I don't
a
even know if I'm neurodivergent or not. Chances are I might be just a little bit. I'm not sure if I really qualify. I might be a little bit. Not like for ADHD, like ADD, right? Like I can't pay attention that much. I get distracted super easily. I'm pretty sure I reach the threshold because there's like a crazy threshold for ADHD. Like you gotta meet like fucking 6 of like like 10 out of 15. No, not 10 out of 15. You gotta meet a lot of shit for 6 months straight on like a checklist that they have of like things that an ADHD person might experience or encounter, or like behavioral stuff. You gotta have like a lot of them on the list, most of them, and they gotta be observable for like a 6-month period, and then that way you'll be like actually diagnosed with like the thing. But I don't have a doctor, can't really afford one, so you can't really do much other than self-diagnose. So go fuck yourself if you have anything else to say. But I think, not you guys, any doctor out there, that's who I'm flicking off, who might say, just you gotta go get diagnosed by a real doctor. Man, go fuck yourself. All right, you crazy. See what the screen says right here? You crazy. There's actually nothing after the U. My camera's not even in the way of anything. It just says you crazy.
list of disorders and conditions along with prescription
in case somebody doesn't believe me. Yeah, there's actually nothing there.
and therapeutic treatment strategies. Someone with major mood swings may have BPD, and another experiencing hallucinations may have schizophrenia. But what happened if someone 200 or 300 years ago had these exact conditions, long before we knew how to define them? And
they'd be
yes,
seen
the
like
ethics
as a
of
magician.
and treating these disorders deserves a whole other video. Nonetheless,
they'd be
we
seen
could
as like a
definitely imagine
superhero,
that
possibly.
they would stick out.
I know some people back in 2,000 years ago, they thought that people with like disorders or whatever, that they were like really special people. Like they were like obviously they felt they had a really different way of looking at them. They thought that they were absolutely necessary for society because they saw them as some of the most creative people ever. They were like, yeah, these people belong here. These are solid people to have in society. These are useful people, and they're special. They saw them as like superhero, like they had superpowers.
Depending on the culture they lived in, they may even be embraced. This
Maybe
video
they
will
didn't
explore 5
specifically say
historical
that, but-
figures who may or may not have been diagnosed with several psychiatric disorders in modern times. Unless backed up by expert suggestion, I will not speculate exactly what they may have had. Rather, I hope that this video will illustrate the consequences of the collision between individuals who possess certain psychological quirks and the specific time period and world they lived within.
It's rough, man. Living in a world where everybody's so close-minded, oh my god.
This video was right. Climate change is already. There are also Ren.
Hey, I'm all for it, man. I'm all for it, but I gotta get with the video. I fuck with it. Get your ad money, homie.
Project not only Ren has when it comes to who sign up using progressive man who.
Okay, first man.
A deeply humanist and progressive man who fought for abolition, labor reform, and women's rights all the way back in 1804, Spear sounds like someone of sound mind.
Spear.
That is until he decided to create a mechanical messiah that was meant to usher in a utopia. Although he had at one time a close friendship with several high-status religious figures, many distanced themselves as he appeared to have grown delusional in time. He claimed to be in contact with this association of electrizers, which was basically a convenient group composed of the spirits of Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson, and Benjamin Rush. He would consult this group to help bring new technology to people that could merge the spirit world with the material world. This would manifest in the new motive power, which is this thing made of copper, zinc, and magnets linked to a dining room table. Spear and a new Mary ritualistically birthed the new motive power after 9 months. I couldn't find what that meant, but the Messiah unfortunately did not come alive nonetheless. Spears' progressive and utopian vision may have been the product of certain delusions, or he may have simply been way ahead of everyone else.
Bro, man was on drugs, bro. That man took some fucking PCP. No, I don't know what the fuck he was taking, bro. He was taking some crazy shit. Some dodgy guy in a fucking street corner just like fucking handed him something. Like in the middle of an alleyway at 3 in the morning, just got handed some. They're like, "Hey man, try this shit, man. This shit will turn your life around, man. This shit will get you right, man. Try this shit, man." He was like, "Man, fuck it. You know, I got one life. Might as well give it a try." He took one bit of this shit or injected. I don't know. Did they even have syringes back then? I don't even think they did. I don't think you could inject. Maybe you could like put it up your ass or something. I don't know. But he's on drugs. Drugs, 100%. 100%.
One of the main inspirations for The Exorcist, Anneliese Michel, is the tragic story of a real girl possessed by demons, born into a very religious family.
And that's something I've always wanted to know. What is that? Because if you're gonna be here and you're not gonna believe that demons even exist, you're not gonna believe Satan is real or anything like that. What exactly goes on there? What exactly is it? The power of suggestion? Do they just believe this so? And you know, you can absolutely believe in something so that's not true so vividly that you're like actually experiencing it and you're like actually living that out. But how do you even get to the idea that you're possessed? Like, who's throwing that in their head, and why do they act in these certain ways? Pretty sure I've heard a clip where like a person's voice is literally like so demonic, and it's like, I don't even know if a woman, I think it was a girl, I don't even think a girl's voice should be able to go that low. It's just so odd to me. I want to know what's going on there, you know? It is certainly a very strange thing. I don't know if I've never looked it up or anything, but I don't know if there's like a very solid psychological explanation for what's going on. I don't know if it'd be sufficient, but let's see.
In 1950s Germany, Anna experienced a severe convulsion which doctors believed to be due to temporal lobe epilepsy. From then on, Michelle would become hyper-religious and withdrawn. She saw devil faces, hallucinated while praying, and complained about voices in her head. Despite the use of anti-convulsion drugs, her issues never really resolved. Over time, she grew into...
And I see this all the time. It's always religious people, right? Because of how vivid their belief is, they actually like create these things in their mind, and they think that they're real. Like when they see these hallucinations, it just reinforces what they believe. It's a self-fulfilling cycle. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. It's self-perpetuating, I feel. If you think that you're being, you know, you become super religious, why? Because you're gonna die? What, you're pulling off Pascal's wager now?
Tolerant of Christian symbols and locations, refusing to drink the water of Christian Holy Spring. After eating bugs, drinking her own urine, and becoming noticeably aggressive in her propensity to growl and throw things, her family had her take part in a total spring. After eating bugs, drinking her own urine, and
drinking her own urine? I knew I had heard some fucking wild shit. Holy fuck. You kidding me? Come on, dog. This girl's disturbed. This girl, she might be taking PCP too. What even is PCP? I don't even know what that is. I just think it's a funny sounding drug name. She's on something, bro. She's taking cocaine. She's taking meth. She's taking methamphetamine, bro. Crystal methamphetamine. That's what she's on.
Aggressive in her propensity to growl and throw things, her family had her take part in a total of 67 exorcisms that lasted over 10 months. She would pass away due to malnutrition and pneumonia. 67? And in 2013, Anna's childhood home burnt down in a mysterious fire, adding to the general spookiness. Many label the case as a misidentification of mental illness.
Yes, probably, man. I'm not gonna hold you.
Arriving in San Francisco in 1849, a man by the name of Joshua Norton quickly gained a large fortune through real estate speculation. However, after a very poor investment in rice led to the loss of his wealth, he soon found himself living in absolute poverty. In 1859, in a newspaper, he declared himself Emperor of the United States, beginning his 21-year reign over the U.S. He would issue several decrees throughout his time, summoning the army to depose the elected officials of Congress, and even ordered the dissolution of the Republic in favor of a temporary monarchy. He would spend most of his days inspecting the streets and parks, as well as attending political gatherings and musical performances. His striking blue uniform and his hat decorated with peacock feathers certainly made him stand out. This was helped by 2 stray dogs that he would eat with every day. Despite being arrested by security guards in the attempt to have him committed to involuntary treatment for mental illness, public outcry quickly persuaded Norton's release. Although he passed away in complete poverty, Norton's funeral was attended by 10,000 people.
What?
Whether Norton suffered from some disorder or was simply an over-involved citizen, it can definitely be said that he marched to the beat of his own drum. In the 1870s...
What just happened? Let me hear the beginning of that again.
Arriving in San Francisco in 1849, a man by the name of Joshua Norton quickly gained a large fortune through real estate speculation. However, after a very poor investment in rice led to the loss of his wealth, he soon found himself living in absolute poverty.
Okay.
In 1859, in a newspaper, he declared himself Emperor of the United States,
and people believed
beginning his 21-year reign over the U.S.
Wait, so people just went along with it? He had the army? The army backed him? What? I don't...
In the 1870s, a young boy in Germany was visited by the visions of a dead ancestor,
not the psychological
a countess, who revealed to him the identity of his true love, a dark-haired woman. On April 22nd, 1930, the young boy, now a radiology technologist named Carl Tanzler, was working in a hospital in Key West when a young tuberculosis patient named Maria would be brought to him. This woman, according to Tanzler, was the same woman from his vision. Despite his attempts at treating her, as well as showering her with gifts and confessing his love to her, Maria supposedly never reciprocated the feelings. She would pass away in 1931. However, this did not deter Carl, who paid for her funeral and constructed a mausoleum for her body, which he could visit every night. Tanzler would serenade her corpse with her favorite Spanish songs and believed that her spirit would emerge from this. One evening, Tanzler crept into the cemetery and removed her from the mausoleum. According to Tanzler, this is because she told him to do it. He would spend a great deal of time attempting to stop her from decomposing, as well as...
PCP. I'm just kidding. I actually don't even know what the fuck that is. I keep saying PCP. Is that a psychedelic? Wouldn't that just make you more enlightened and happy and compassionate? I think it's a psychedelic. Pretty sure it is. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I don't know shit about drugs, okay? I'm just saying, I shouldn't be saying drug names. Like, if I know anything about drugs. Cocaine! Okay, he's on coke. He's totally fucking... He took something, right?
Things with the body. The latter would land him in court, although he would go free due to the statute of limitations. He would marry, write an autobiography, and even created a life-size effigy
He went free after digging up somebody from their grave? Oh, man.
His death. All around, pretty cute love story.
Sorry?
Live with and marry, write an autobiography, and even created a life-sized effigy of Maria that he would live with until his death. All around, pretty cute love story.
I'm not even going to say nothing about that.
Born to a ditch digger and hedge trimmer in 16th century Scotland, Alexander Sawney Bean soon realized that his dad's trade wasn't really all that fun of a profession. He decided to leave home with a woman named Black Agnes Douglas, who had been accused of being a witch. They soon found that they had a lot in common, especially their love of cannibalizing people and living in caves. They would do both of these things for 25 years. They would also produce 6 daughters and 8 sons, which quickly led to a large inbred clan that would partake in their robbing and eating of people. After locals began to take notice of people disappearing, a search party was organized to find the murderous gang. The king eventually took notice and led a team of 400 men with bloodhounds to find the clan. They happened upon a cave where Bean and his cannibal comrades were surrounded by human remains and stolen jewelry. They would be publicly executed for their heinous crimes, and they actually scrapped the usual justice system that Scotland was using at the time because these people were just really terrible. Due to the limited evidence, some argue that Sawney Bean was a mythical person, but for the fun of this video, I really couldn't leave him off the list.
That'd be quite the thing if that was a real fucking story. That was a real person. I kinda... You know, when it comes to death, like, I can't really say I hope it was real, but I kinda hope it was real. You know what I mean? Like, I kinda hope that really happened. That'd be fucking sick. That'd be so fucking sick. Kidding me? Come on, dog. That's fucking... Oh my god. Oh my god. That's all I have to say. I have to say, oh my god. Let me know what you guys think, man. Leave a comment down below, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Peace out, man. What is your favorite? Let me know that. Let me know that. Top 5 strangest people in the history of the world. Which one of these was your favorite, right? Which one of these really caught your attention?